Labor?
Labor Day. Well, if you're in America right now, it's Labor Day.
Mm-hmm.
So, welcome to all those
All those?
that are watching later on the replay.
Yeah, I guess we'll just give it a try. How are
But,
you, everyone? Can you hear us? Is it on? Yeah, that's on. Okay. So today we have a topic.
we'll see how long it stays on topic, shall we?
Yeah, that's right. Doing that on mobile. Usually, turn to a different topic. Usually goes everywhere. Anyway, um, we're gonna discuss first. What are the
Well, a little bit until we get some questions and comments. And, we've done videos, or you've done videos on red flags before.
yeah?
Like I think every other YouTuber has to. But some people haven't seen it before, and so not only will we discuss some of the things we think are red flags, we want to hear from you watching, and give us some of your experiences and things that where you noticed a red flag as such, and so definitely share with us what you think are red flags, and
For you, yeah.
not just what we think.
Yep, that's right.
So we'll give it about 5 minutes. We'll see how many people are coming on, and then we'll excuse me. Then we'll get to some comments and questions. So, honey, the obvious biggest red flag. Let's talk about that one for a minute and why it's such a big red flag.
Money. One of the big red flag. If she asks you about money, or trying to say like she have a problem, her dad is in the hospital or something, family members in the hospital, you're trying to make you feel guilty.
Okay,
or feel
so let's be specific. So now you're talking about more of an LDR relationship in that situation.
Well, it can happen also when you're together.
You know what? That's a good point. But it's easier to check out if you're together.
Yeah.
Then again, if you're gonna, okay. So what you're saying is you might be in a relationship with a Filipina over here,
Yes.
and maybe their family lives on a different island or a different area,
Yeah.
and you'll be dating her, and then she'll put on the act and say, "Oh, I've got a sick parent or something, and needs money for this and that." And often, the red flag in this is they won't usually, maybe sometimes they'll be direct and just ask you, but in more cases than not, they'll guilt you into offering.
Yeah. I know.
Right? And they're good at that, and to the point where you feel like, oh, well, what does she need? I can help out. But okay, so if you're in a new relationship, first of all, you shouldn't be doing that anyway if it's new. And if you've been dating for a while,
Yeah.
then you could probably say, well, let's go over and take a trip and go visit mom and see what she needs. That would be the smart thing to do, wouldn't it?
I agree.
Which is why I started off saying that this is more of an issue I've heard of on an LDR, where somebody's getting to know someone, online, and there's no way to verify if what they're saying is actually accurate.
Yep. Because they more likely will get away, if they're in LDR.
So money is by far the biggest thing that comes up. People, in fact, I don't know if this is really a red flag situation, but because of the numerous amount of age gap relationships in the Philippines, people that do not understand the culture, and the people usually make these remarks are people that usually have never even been to Asia or Philippines, and so they automatically assume that it must be a money thing to for a girl like you to be with me. It's like it's got to be money, no other reason. And anybody that makes that claim is just ignorant of the culture and doesn't really understand. And we'll see if we get any ignorant people commenting today.
I'm sure we'll get some at least.
Yeah. So apart from money, what are a couple of the other big red flags that people should be aware of?
I think one of the probably not the biggest, but if the Filipina have already a lot of foreigner exes, like relationship with a foreigner from the past. Yeah, I think that's a little bit red flag. What do you think? Like, she already been through like three or more.
That's a tough one because there's a lot of. That's a tough one to answer because I know a lot of people that are in relationships now, that are having good relationships now, but they were in relationships with foreigners before. So that's what you were saying.
I'm sure there's the numbers, like probably like 5, like I would say 5. Or
Well,
more.
regardless, okay. For me, and I've been in the Philippines for a long time, and I've had a few relationships and lots of experiences, and so I think I can make comments on this subject. But I lost my train of thought. What were we talking
About the past, Filipinas past.
Oh yeah, sorry, I completely went blank then. I think that if for me, when I was looking for you, for my perfect life partner, because of my experience, I had on my checklist, I didn't want someone that had been in a relationship with a foreigner before, and that's mostly because the influence a foreigner can have on a Filipina, and then it can kind of change them a little bit.
Yes.
And maybe corrupt them a little bit.
Yeah.
So
Westernize them.
Yes, we've got 19 people on right now. So, by the way, welcome everybody that's joining us.
Don't forget to hit the like. Will help us.
And if you're coming on watching from USA, happy Labor Day. Hope you're having a great long weekend. Right. So another thing, I think I'm trying to think how this works as a red flag, because it does, but in a couple of different ways. But it's with the use of the internet and how a Filipina, when you get into a relationship, like, okay, let me give you an example. Sometimes you may have known the Filipina just a few days, and the next thing is she's got you and her, and she's got pictures all over Facebook and saying how she loves you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now, to me, that's a massive red flag, because that means that their motivation is catching a foreigner, maybe for monetary reasons or other reasons, but that seems to be more important than getting to know them, because they're already kind of trying to establish that you're in a serious relationship after just a few days. Do you agree with that one?
Yeah, I agree on that one.
See, when I said this goes both ways on it, because if you're in a relationship and they don't post any pictures of you together, you're going to start wondering, well, are they serious about me?
Yeah.
Because all Filipinos love to post their pictures and stuff. So I guess that works both ways. What do you think on that?
I think so. Filipino love to use Facebook. I think who doesn't have Facebook? Even children now have Facebook, like 10 years old. Like obsessed about Facebook.
Yeah, that is.
And also in public, like, I don't know if this is really a red flag. Like, if your Filipina doesn't want to hold your hand, would you consider that as a red flag? Like, we saw in the shopping mall a few weeks ago, the girl walking so fast, like the foreigner was so behind.
I do see that actually quite a lot, and I'm not sure. What she's talking about. Sometimes you see a couple together, and for some reason they're not walking together.
Yeah.
And it's almost a sign that maybe the Filipina, maybe the foreigner, maybe one of them is a little embarrassed to be with them. And I think in some cases, especially with the new foreigners over here, and maybe they've got a young girlfriend, maybe they're not used to that culture change yet, and they feel awkward walking like hand in hand with someone that looks like they could be their daughter.
That might be the case.
Like I have to do with you.
Yeah. Oh.
No, but I love to hold your hand. I'm proud to.
Yeah, we always do.
Yeah. But you know what I meant, right?
Yeah, I know. That might be the case. I usually think it is because of Filipina. Maybe the foreigner just feel uncomfortable. Yeah.
It could be that.
Yeah.
Anyway, for those that are coming on, welcome, and please think of some questions on this topic that you'd like to ask or talk about or share with your own experiences. This is why we do live streams, to interact. We want to hear from you, so keep the questions coming, and that makes for a lively chat, right?
Yeah.
And Oh, you got any other comments before we start getting to some shout outs and comments and all that? Any other, and we've got other things we can bring up later, but anything on your mind right now?
It should be you answering it because you're foreigner. You got a lot of experience already.
You mean, you mean
About red flag about Filipinas.
well, sure, but you chose the topic and it's your channel, so you've got to.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. This is our channel, honey.
Our channel, yeah. Yeah, well, you chose the topic.
Yeah.
So, would you want to go to say hello
Yeah,
to a few
let's
people?
go and check some of the comments.
Yeah.
We have Byron Bullen here. Let's go, Leia. Tell us the
Well,
truth.
exactly, that's what I'm trying to get out of you. Tell them the truth, honey.
I actually did a video. I forgot what else, But that was a common, very common.
And what was that?
From
Something
N-
Bear. Hello to the both of you. Hello, good morning, or wherever you are.
Greetings from Ohio, from Wiley.
Wiley Woodman.
Sith K, how's it going, everyone? Doing,
It's going great.
yeah, everything is great. Michael, hi Gary and Leia. How are you, Michael? You know Michael.
Mike, of course I know Michael. Yes, hi Michael. Good to see you. Hope to see you soon.
Yeah. Frank, hello Gary and Leia from Texas.
Hello. Welcome from Texas.
Yeah. Jivon Grant, is it common for a Filipina to just end things out of the blue? No warning, no arguments, no fight forehand. Everything was happy and going well.
See, this is a great question for you to answer because obviously you have to get into the Filipino mindset. So you understand the question, right? Is it common? Is it normal for a Filipina,
To break up?
right, to just no particular reason, just end the relationship and the man kind of just like, what have I done, without any reason.
Maybe she found...
No warning, no arguments, no fights beforehand. So is that common or?
It's not common. Like, Filipina doesn't want to end relationship that quickly,
Yeah, well, I think that I wouldn't say that's exclusive to Filipinos. I think no matter where you are, sometimes if you don't feel that chemistry and you're not feeling, even if you're getting on fine, you just might not be clicking or for one of you. And so I think that I wouldn't say it's common, but new relationships, sometimes people don't know how to break up sometimes as well.
Yeah, Filipina is not very
Confrontational.
Confrontational.
Yeah, maybe that's the answer then. Maybe it's if they're not happy with them, they don't know how to approach it, so they just
ghost the guy.
But I think in answering your question, I don't believe it's not common. It happens, of course, but it's not common. So thank you for the question.
The assumption people make about AGRS, what the ridiculousness? Any thoughts on that one? Well, I don't know what's that mean. What's that mean?
I don't know.
EG.
Somebody tell us what AGRS stands for?
Yeah, I don't know what's that mean.
Yeah.
I'm not good at shortcuts.
What ridiculous. Yeah, Seth K, clarify that.
Yeah.
Sorry if we're dumb, but we don't know what AGRS means. Oh, wait a minute. Well, okay, age gap relationships. All right, you know what? I think it was the S on the end that threw me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because maybe you would just do AGR. Okay, thank you for clearing that up, Seth. I don't know why I didn't get that. But yeah, I absolutely agree. Going back to your first question there, the assumptions. It is crazy. But let's be fair. It's crazy if you don't understand the culture. And again, I was talking to someone the other day exactly about this and saying, you know what, I don't want to be hypocritical or anything, but I before I ever came to Asia, and I left USA in 2011, so that was 13 years ago.
Yeah.
So that makes me about 48 years old when I was just 48, 49 when I left. Must have been 48. And going back to then, it would have been strange to me if I saw a 60-year-old with a 23-year-old. I would have thought that was a bit crazy, because that's just the culture I grew up in, and that's what was always what made you think and believe that it was wrong. But after being here for 13 years, I realised that's, as Seth says, it's ridiculousness. Okay.
Happy Labor Day from Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. The two of you make a wonderful couple. Enjoy your videos. Thank you, James.
Thank you, James. And is that Mississauga?
Mississauga.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Mississauga.
It's a great name for a place, isn't it?
Michael, hoping to learn something, being that I'm living the situation in real time, although my situation is so very confusing and unfortunate.
So, Michael, help other people learn something as well. Share some of in the comments, maybe some of the experiences or some of the so-called red flags that you've experienced. And always good for people watching to help other people too.
Yeah. Although you both could probably do an entire show on my situation. Yeah.
Well, maybe we should have Michael on and.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Actually, I do plan on doing an interview with him at some point. Whether we do it on our channel or my channel, I don't know. But we'll see. Anyway, again, if you're just coming on to this live, welcome. Thank you for being here, and please hit the like button. Again, this is important to help get the video recommended to more people, so we can have a good lively chat this morning with more people on. So again, the topic is red flags to look out for. That is the main topic. If you've got other questions, that's okay, right?
Yeah, it's fine. About relationship.
Yeah. We can veer off a little bit here and there. That's no problem. So, any questions about Philippines relationships is okay. But of course, if we can stick to a topic, it's nice. But
all right.
Go ahead and read the next one.
King David.
Hello,
there
King
are
David.
two things a woman wants, and that is security, happiness. Unfortunately, it is the two things that no one can guarantee.
That's true, and that's worldwide. That's not exclusive to Philippines. All women. All women want,
Security.
And that's what King David says. He's not referring to Philippines only. He's basically women in general. I agree. Of course, if I can give my little Christianity plug, you can have security and happiness if you put your faith in Jesus.
Yep.
So, okay. Yep. Seth, we got that now.
I am not sure my situation would exactly apply to this show topic. Yeah, but it's a good situation. It is a good experience. Interesting. It's interesting kind of experience to share.
Yeah, because Michael was in a little bit of an LDR not too long, and recently came over, right?
Yep.
And of course, there are things that you don't get to see when you're online in a relationship. Example, family interaction. Right, and how you're going to get on with the mother, the father,
family.
How they're going to affect the relationship, and this is another huge reason why and Michael did the right thing. He didn't wait for months and months and months to come out. He came out as quick as he could, and that's what we need to do. If you're in an LDR relationship with a Filipina, make an effort to get out here, even for a couple of weeks, to come see in person, because you always get a different perspective when you're in person versus online, right, honey?
I agree.
Yeah, so really important to do that.
Seth, my last relationship we met when I was 24 and she was 19. We split after a couple years together, but age haters like to assume we split because of the age when it really had nothing to do with it. Oh yeah, it's nothing.
Well, I'm not really sure. That's an age gap. 19 and 24.
No, that's not.
I mean,
No, no.
wow.
24 make me feel like it's just a baby. Kidding. Whoa, no, like 4, 5. Oh no.
There
5
are,
years.
there are a lot of age gap haters, though, that's for sure. Some people really get angry about it, hung up on it.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, next one.
Heal ours, heal Princess Long, maybe reign over us all. I don't quite understand that comment, but let's move to Michael. If I could offer anything to the show topic, the Filipina family can also be a red flag problem that can certainly add stress to the relationship. Yeah, I agree. It can. Actually, the next video we're gonna do, both of us, the most common problem with the Filipina.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about that. And I think we can say a lot, like what example family that can be one of the one of the cause of the problem with your Filipina. And what else? Jealousy. There's a lot actually. So we're gonna talk about that in our next
okay.
video. So
Yeah. And by the way, with the Filipina family, they have to have a red flag. Something has to happen to make you, pay attention. Oh, wait a minute, what? Can I give you an example
Yeah.
of a red flag that maybe I experienced, if you don't mind?
yeah,
And this was from a relationship back in 2014, I think it was. And I remember the very first time, and this was actually when I was in Bacolod. Bacolod, as I said that right?
Bacolod.
Yeah. And seriously, it's true. So she wanted to take me to meet the family. They had a house on the beach there. He was a fisherman,
Yeah.
And I remember the very first time we drove up to this place. It was a couple of hours drive north of Bacolod, and drove up to meet the parents. The first thing the father said to me, or through translation English, he was working on his bike had broken down. He had a problem with his motorcycle, and he didn't have the money to fix it. So the very first thing, before I think he even said hello to me, was, "Can I help him fix his motorcycle?"
Oh.
And I'm like, wow, I haven't even been greeted with a hello before. It's like, can I have money to fix mine? And I thought, oh, okay, that's a red flag with the family, I think.
Well, how did you react to it? It would have been a very awkward situation.
Well, I reacted just kind of like, I'm trying to think, but just politely. I mean, I didn't commit to, I didn't give anything, I don't think, at that time. Oh, of course not. I reacted politely. How's that?
Yeah, that's so embarrassing. Yeah. I would have been pissed off with my family if
She
they would do that.
she was pissed off because that was the first,
See?
because and by the way, this little area I went to, and it was like one of his. It was a beach house, but just even driving to this beach house, it was like you had to drive through fields and dirt tracks like you wouldn't believe. You wouldn't even think that anyone could live down. And when you get down there was this little group of a few like houses and lots of kids running, and they saw me, and I had about 20 kids running after me, just following me and looking at me. It's like they'd never seen a foreigner before,
Yeah, it's normal. When you go to the province, it's normal. It's like you're a celebrity.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, let's get back to I was talking a little longer then because I was waiting for more questions to come up.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that to me before about the experience you had.
Yeah. So.
Sorry, I don't really have any question. I met my Filipino wife here in Canada 18 years ago, and we only have a 3.5-year age gap. I'm boring.
Well, no, James, the whole point of age gaps is that age gaps just don't matter. It's the relationship that matters. It's like, is there a true love? And it doesn't matter if your relationship's 3.5 years or 35 years.
I agree.
It's irrelevant. It's how you feel about each other, how you get on with each other, and so that's not boring. It's if you have that chemistry with your partner, then that's a wonderful thing. It's an exciting thing. It just does not matter. I'm gonna say this because it's important. When I say it doesn't matter, there is a limit.
Yep. There is a limit.
There is a limit. I mean, some people will judge that differently than others, but as an example, because we have friends that are living in that apartment complex, right? And they're talking about a relationship between, I think it's a girl's about 20,
yeah.
and the man is like 78,
Yeah.
and is kind of handicapped, I think, or can barely get around, from what I understand, and that's, to me, is way beyond the limit. And I mean that. You take our relationship, okay? We have a large age gap, but I'm not restricted on what we can do with each other. We can go anywhere, do anything together. If we wanted to go hiking up the steepest mountain, I could keep, well, we've done it, and you don't have to wait for me. Oh, let me wait for the old man to keep up.
You actually faster than
I
me.
might be faster than you in some cases. The point is we're healthy. I'm in decent enough shape. I can keep up with you with everything, and so you don't feel the age gap.
Yep.
But if you had someone that was hobbling around on a walker,
I think a guy that would date a younger Filipina, like 20 years old, I think he's being so selfish.
yeah,
Like, for example, the sex life. I don't think there was such a thing like a sex life if that's the case, right? And for Filipina, 20 years old Filipina needs that, you know?
yeah. So there are always limits, and the selfish thing you mentioned, I think that's really such a good point, because again, we know, and I don't know why the Filipina girls put up with it, but sometimes it's Filipina girls that are young that dream of having babies and children.
Yep.
And they'll go with somebody who either is too old to have children or can't have children because they've had an operation or something. And first of all, I think it's a little selfish of the man to deprive the Filipina, but at the same time, why does the Filipina
Because some
accept
Filipina
it?
feels bad about leaving them. That's one
Well,
of the
only 'cause
reasons.
we know,
Or
yeah.
financially like that. I just can't understand that. you know?
Yeah. Okay, let's get back to where are we in the questions, honey?
Here. From parasocial audience. What difficulties do you think would crop up if you move as a couple from the Philippines to your home country? English, I'm guessing.
Well, you get my water this morning.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
I can get that when I
In a
go
minute.
pee.
Yeah, okay. As long as it's just pee.
Yeah. Oi.
I mean, don't leave me here for 20 minutes. Okay, England is where I was born, but my
When you
home
answer
country.
that, I'll get your water.
Oh,
I'll
thank
be
you.
quick.
Okay. She'll be right back, guys. Don't panic. So yeah, my home country is actually America, and do I think there'd be you know, not in every case, but I think in a lot of cases it is a problem when you move your Filipina to your home country, and that's mostly because we are influenced by the people we surround ourselves with. So you know, you take a Filipino back there, they'll probably end up getting a job or working somewhere, and they'll have co-workers, and just over time they'll be kind of influenced and start thinking more like the culture they're in, and that can be a problem. Okay, Seth K. Oh, he's responding to James Thompson. Says, despite what the haters and trolls say, 3.5 years is not an age gap if you're both consenting adults. I agree, it's a very small age gap, not really a significant thing at all. Okay, Chris. Hello, Chris, and Chris Tillman is a moderator, so if we get any problems with any trolls, we've got someone to take care of that, so thank you for being here. And good morning. Good morning to you. Okay, Link 1111. Hello, Gary. Okay, she says, actually he or she, I don't know. Hello, Gary. I have a question for your wife concerning an experience I had. If a Filipina refused to teach her man her language after he make it clear he wants to learn from her, is this a red flag? Well, this is actually a question for you, honey.
Oh.
So,
Wow, what is it?
let me read it again and
Jacket because I'm cold.
seriously? You're the one that said you wanted the air conditioning on.
First, but now I'm getting cold.
Well, we could always turn the air conditioning off.
Except the other one.
So Link says he has a question for you
Okay.
concerning an experience he had.
Okay.
If a Filipina refused to teach her man her language after he make it clear he want to learn from her, is this a red flag?
Why is it? Like, for me personally, if you wanted,
You'd
I'll
love
be
it.
so happy.
I know you would. I'm trying to think, why wouldn't, let me see.
Maybe.
If the foreigner wanted to learn the language, why wouldn't the Filipina? So, you know what, okay, just based on the way you've asked this question, I would say that does sound like a red flag, because why wouldn't she want you to? Maybe she's concerned that if you learn the Philippine language, that you will use that to flirt with other Filipinos and impress them with your knowledge of. I don't know. I'm trying to think what reason could the girl possibly have not to want to teach him if he wants to learn.
Is she talking to her family sometimes in the Philippine language around you? Maybe she doesn't want to know. Maybe sometimes they're gossiping about you and she doesn't want to know.
You know what? That's a good point.
Yeah. But
you know what? That's a very good point. Yeah. You mean like you gossip about me? Or?
I don't gossip about you.
I'm kidding.
I'll tell you the bad words first. Yeah, that might be the case. I'm such a troublemaker here. Maybe she have reason, or maybe she doesn't want to give time to teach you. But I don't see any problem with that. That should be. She should be happy.
Okay.
Michael.
Yeah, Michael.
Also, seeing a pattern of this honestly between the Filipina and mother family causing trust issues, not knowing who or what to believe, such a sad situation if I am being honest. Yeah, it would be a very difficult situation to be in. You don't know who to trust and what to believe. That would be crazy to think of. What do you think?
Is that a common thing? Is having is it common for Filipinos and their family or mother to have a lot of dishonesty between them?
Some have that, but I would be very pissed off if my mother would get into my relationship, like, my love life. That's none of their business, especially if I am in the right age to, to date.
Another thing, if you don't mind me bringing up, is, it's one of my past things, but, in the past when I was not a good person, and I met a lot of the wrong kind of people, I would meet, so talk about dishonesty, meet girls often that were in maybe inappropriate places or doing inappropriate things, would say that, well, my family ever knew, I told them I'd gone to Manila to do a nanny job, or they think I'm domestic help or something, when really they're doing things their family might not approve of. I've seen that many times. So.
Here, I want to tell you this, guys. We have a nanny, right? We have a helper.
Yeah, we just got her. She's been here a week.
Yeah, and she opened up to me that, she said she talked to her family that by the end of the year, she wanted to settle down and have her own family. And you know what her sibling said? She said, oh, you're going to stop supporting us? You're going to have your own family now? No one will support us? That's so... Selfish, like for them, like, that's crazy because she used to be a breadwinner, So that's how their family react. They should be happy for her, for her
You know what?
happiness.
You brought up. That's a good point you brought up, and that is something that's quite common. There is this bit of because often Philippine families are quite large, and you've got there's usually numerous siblings, right? And so there's the expectation of who's going to be the one to be providing for the parents.
Yes, yes. That's what they said. Children is a blessing because they think, a lot more kids would sacrifice to go abroad or do something to support them. It's actually sad, very sad truth about Philippines, That's such a big problem.
Now you've got 10 siblings.
I got 10, yeah.
So being honest, out of the 10 siblings, how many of them actually help support your mother?
Not much,
Two?
Two, probably. I do help
The ones
them.
with phone boy.
But yeah, I do not tolerate or trying to make them take advantage of me. No.
But I'm guessing that you get the attitude from some of the, not they said you direct, but I'm sure there's that kind of, well, she's living in a nice house and she's having a nice, she should be the one to.
Yeah, of course.
There's
They have that,
expectation.
they have that mindset, Oh, Leia have have more money. She should be doing this and that. But yeah, I always make it clear to them. I have my kids, I have my family. I would give how much I could help, I could offer. But yeah, no
Alright,
expectation. My parents, I mean, they're always gonna be. I feel like they're my responsibility. But when it comes to my siblings, they choose to make their own family, so that's their responsibilities.
Okay, let's go to the next question. Wait a minute, that was Rusty, I believe.
Yeah, I'm in my Filipina. Been there twice this year and coming back again next week. It's difficult for LDR. We have an age gap for the haters. I plan on bringing her to the US, so we will see if she will truly stay with me.
Yeah. Risky taking her to the US. I mean, we know people that are doing that, and there are some cases, because we've heard from people that say, my Philippines been with me for so many years in the US and she's never changed.
Yeah,
But
there's
then
some.
there's more that would say that they have changed
Yeah,
than not, for sure. So there is definitely, just based on the stats, a risk. Then again, maybe some Americans want their Filipino to become more westernized.
to experience the life there, so they would understand when they come here in the Philippines about the things that just doesn't make any sense sometimes. Probably. But again, I would always say that it's I don't think it's that big possible that your Filipino would change. It still depends on whose friend she's going to hang out with. That's the big deal. That's such a big deal when it comes to making friends. But because of, like as you said earlier, like if you're Filipina you're gonna bring your Filipina to the US and she will work in a place where there's a lot of Western women. Of course, they're gonna talk and manipulate her, and that can change her. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay. My way is fun.
My way is fun. My way is fun. I could never read that. My way is fun. Hey Gary and Leia, how much negative judgment is there from other Filipino locals? Also, how much do we as older men feel like we are the problem for getting into a relationship with young Filipina?
Well, the first part of that question is there really is very, very little negative judgment from other Filipino locals. I mean, it's just accepted as not. I would say it's very, very little judgment. When you obviously agree with that, no?
Yeah. When it comes to age gap, it's not a problem. Yeah.
Right.
Nothing really.
And to the other part of that question is how much do we as older men feel like we are the problem for getting into a relationship? Well, first of all, I don't see it as a problem. Depends on what your motives are,
Yeah, I
honestly.
agree.
I mean, yeah, I don't, the way you phrase it, my way is fun, is I don't even like to phrase it that way. Like we have the problem. There's no problem in getting into a relationship with well,
Filipina.
young Filipinos, that young, I guess. But as long as they're legal, I think so. As long as you're happy with each other, you enjoy each other's company, and you can have a real relationship. That's what's important. And Ben King.
You fulfill each other's needs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with that. Hello to the both of you. I really enjoy watching you both for the past several years. Thank you, Ben. That's
Thanks.
really
Has it been several years
nice.
already?
Well, several years.
That makes us feel like,
Old.
yeah, well, like we've been doing this. It feels like it's still kind of newish, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
I guess what's it been? It's been over 2.5 years.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Agree. Okay. Okay, we have Chris.
Oh,
Is that
yeah.
Chris?
Yeah.
Chris, hi Chris, how are you? Wanted to let you know our Q1 interview is scheduled for next month. Oh,
That's the fiance
good
visa.
luck, Chris. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fiancé
So yeah,
visa.
definitely. Congratulations
Yeah.
on getting that. So I guess you'll be married soon.
Mm-hmm.
Exciting.
Congrats, yeah, congrats, and good luck. I hope everything will go smoothly and goes well. Can we get into our own heads overthinking the age gap?
Well, first of all, we don't think about it much over here. That's the point. It's the people that watch YouTube and stuff and they get obsessed over it, and they're always bringing up this subject, and it becomes an interesting subject to talk about, I guess, with people that don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
But so no, I don't think people over here overthink. We don't think about it until someone judges us on it.
Yeah, we don't think about it, and if someone would judge us, it doesn't really affect us. But I'm not sure about you, but to me, it means nothing. It means nothing to me. Yeah. From discerning dash. Gary, you are right. It's the relationship. What's the mole? An older expert walking up the stairs. He could barely get up the stairs, and woman was walking in front of him and didn't see to care. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. As we said earlier, there are limits.
Yeah, limits. Agree. Seeing what a relationship, it did not look genuine. Yeah, while another guy was walking with his walking hand in hand, that's genuine. I do not think a Filipina should be an older guy if she is not genuine.
Oh.
Yeah, I agree. You know, if you're with a guy for money reason, financially stable, I don't think you should be. You know? And the same thing for foreigner. If you're going to date a younger Filipina for your own ego, so you have someone to take care of you, I don't think that's fair. Why don't you just hire a maid or a nan? Like, you know, why don't you? Like, I don't think it's fair for a Filipina. Yeah.
As I said earlier, and it depends on the motives.
Yeah,
you know,
motives.
because sometimes, I mean, there are plenty of Filipina girls that will look for an older man for a support system.
Yeah.
And not care how old they are, what condition they're in, because it's all about being supported.
Yes,
You know, and then there's plenty of older men that are obsessed with wanting, for their sexual fantasies, to be with someone
for their own ego sometimes.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
They want to. Oh, I got a young, beautiful Filipina.
So if that's your motives from the beginning, then it's already not a good situation.
You'll be using each other, and I think that's what you want. You know, you come here in the Philippines, you get out from the toxic dating situation from your country, and you come here in the Philippines and you choose to be in that situation. I don't think that's the right way to do. Why don't you? The guy that, you know, how old was the guy? 78.
Yeah.
Why don't you date a Filipina that is in her 50s or 60s? At least, you know, the company, I'm sure she will enjoy, they can relate to each other more, this and that. Right?
Yeah.
Do you agree? But he's 78 and he's dating at 20. I don't think they could relate to each other, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the line which you shouldn't cross, I think, where it's too much. It's hard to put a number or an age gap
It's
on that
hard.
because it's all subjective. It's all different. Everybody ages differently as well. And,
But again, we met a guy in the gym. How old was the guy?
70,
70. And the girl was
21.
21. But at least you can tell that they are.
He looked a good 70.
Yeah, he looks good for his
And
70. Honestly, yeah.
They looked happy.
They look happy.
I don't want to say, you know.
He took care of himself probably so he can fulfill the Filipinas needs as well to be, he keep himself in shape. So yeah, at least
At the same time, in my mind,
yeah.
I still find that that's stretching it a little bit that much.
Yeah.
When I met you, I was still in my 50s, and didn't so. Still have a lot of life left. Still can have family. Obviously, we've done that. True.
Yeah, true.
Exactly.
Yeah. As I agree when you said it depends on your interest. What's your purpose? But if your purpose is just to find love and
So where are we? This one. William O'Shaughnessy. Hello, William. Oh, we're getting okay, William. Hello. Did you eat the guinea pig?
Yeah, barbecue last night.
But I don't think about my guinea pigs being barbecued. Stick a stick through them. And you want more. You know what? She did it again. I saw the other day you stuck Callie, that's the female guinea pig. You put them in the cage with Ken,
Yeah.
a boy guinea pig, without telling me. You're trying to make new guinea pigs, honey. Is it? Do you want to eat
I
them?
want another boy, another male.
They're not children, are they?
Another male.
Why?
Male.
So you can make even more guinea pigs?
No, because Ken is lonely with his cage.
Oh my goodness.
Doesn't have company. We have three female and only one male. So I want another one. Maybe it's gonna be male. So at least the boy have another company.
The rate you're going, honey, we'll have plenty of males. In about a year, we'll probably have about 100 guinea pigs running around the house.
That's good. We have lots of meat. Kidding. Okay, we have Seth. Yes, Gary is right on this, and also that there are limits. A couple being in a different stage of adult's life is fine, but as long as one of them isn't vulnerable in some ways. You agree?
Okay, Seth Gary's right. Of course, I agree.
Do you agree to yourself?
I agree with myself. Funny. William must be new to the channel because, and welcome by the way. He says, how did you and your wife meet? You always know when someone's new when they come up with that question, right?
Yeah.
So welcome. We met 6 years ago, almost 6 years ago in Manila. And we've done lots of videos on it. And recently we did one, didn't we? I can't remember what do we call it.
How to meet a...
No, didn't we do another one?
What's the best way to meet a Filipina?
I can't remember. We've done videos, and there is a we did it actually almost a couple of years ago now. We did a long video on all the details of how we met and our dating experience. That's what it was called, our dating experience.
Yeah.
So go to Philippine Family Life with Leia, and in the search put our dating experience, and it'll come up, and you can watch the whole story.
All right. So we have
Seth K.
Yeah. And obviously, both parties must be consenting adults.
Of course, yes.
Beyond that, doesn't bother me. 25 and 40, no problem there. Yeah, I agree. Do you two like Jollibee? Gary's favorite is Jollibee.
Yeah, right. Jollibee doesn't like me. Remember, I even got stung by a
That
demon
was
bee
funny
at
experience.
Jollibee.
Yeah.
Seriously,
Believe it or not,
yeah.
Gary get bitten by bee in the parking lot of Jollibee.
Yeah, it was
That was
not a
funny.
Jollibee.
That was crazy experience.
Yeah. No, I don't like but they do make good ice cream.
Good ice cream? You like
Yeah,
ice cream?
Jollibee's
Oh
ice
yeah,
cream.
that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Hidness, how do you feel about eating healthy there versus in the West on average? Anywhere you go, as long as you have a wife that would cook you healthy food, I think country, whatever you are.
You know, it's a great question actually because, you know, the one thing we eat a lot of vegetables, and I think that most vegetables we buy are grown more naturally,
Oh, okay.
and unlike America where they're grown in these huge farms and they use all these kind of chemicals and stuff
Oh,
to,
really?
yeah, yeah, to you know. So I think it's a lot healthier eating out here because I don't think our food is, you know, the chickens, we eat eggs, vegetables. I don't believe they're as contaminated as the food you get back
Yeah, I agree. Okay.
west.
I don't know that. But
People in America know exactly what I'm talking about.
yeah. But you have been eating healthy.
Yeah. Well, you know, can I expand on that
Oh, wow.
question? Because, you know, and you know my story of my health. I used to, well, before I left America, I was suffering terribly with rheumatoid arthritis,
Yep.
which I was diagnosed a long time ago with. And I had severe pain, I mean, severe problems with it. It was only when I moved to Asia my symptoms started to go away, and I had it really bad. There's always maybe I'll do a video on that one day because it's almost miraculous, and maybe God has something to do with it. I don't know, but I also think though just the eating habits and everything else, because it all changed for me. So there's something in my mind that will seriously affect our health by, you know, depending on what we eat. You know, and clearly how I used to eat in America was a lot more unhealthy than how I eat here,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
had a lot more health problems.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah,
anyway,
that's amazing. You never, complain
well,
that much. You get it sometimes, and I don't remember last time you had complain about your rheumatoid arthritis.
no. The only thing I have is my back problem, but that's not an age thing. That's because I overdid it with weights a few years ago, and I have 2 herniated discs in my back, and I was supposed to get surgery years ago, but I've learned how to exercise and strengthen it, and apart from a little pain here and there, I'm okay. Okay, where are we? And by the way, we got 65 on now, so please help us out by pressing the like button.
Yeah.
And if you have not yet already subscribed to this channel, please do so. We'd really appreciate it.
Okay, Gary, to piggyback off the question about moving back to your home country, what are your thoughts on the two of you moving to your new country? Say, for example, Vietnam or South America.
Yeah, that's a great question, Aaron. I wouldn't have any problem moving to another Asian country because the culture is kind of similar all over Asia. I mean, and Thailand, China, Vietnam, they're a little more of the same mindset, I think. So I wouldn't think that would be anywhere near as much of a problem as say moving back to a Western country like in America or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Priyanka Bingabing
Read it.
says, "Hi, pleased to see you." Oh. Again, also I thought that was it. It says, "Hi, pleased to see you again. Not sure what your name is," with a picture of a bear. Is it Jerry or Gary? It's Gary with 1 R, not 2. I wish to show respect to you both by calling by your names when talking to you. Leah, Gary, 1 R. And thank you. Go ahead.
Seth, right? The relationship should be mutually beneficial.
Yeah, of course.
So Chris said it's Gary, yeah. Just
Oh.
one R. I didn't mean any disrespect, but my situation just happened that way. I personally don't care how others live their lives. As long as they respect, love, and understanding, that's all that matters. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree. Thank you. Hello, Grumpy.
Gary. Hey, Gary. Hey, guys. Good to see you. Todd. Oh, yeah, that's Todd, not Grumpy.
Yeah,
How are
hello.
you, Todd? Good to see you here. Sometimes the flags are red, white, and blue. Foreigners makes promises to Filipina don't always follow through. God bless your family.
Thank you, Filipina and foreigner.
Yeah.
Red, white, yeah.
Yeah.
And God bless you too. Thanks for being here. They were on with us yesterday.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, that's good.
with me and Andrew yesterday.
Eric, the super mud is here.
Hello, Supermod.
Many years ago, a book was published, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. It showed the difference meaning women have in how to work out the relationship. So are Philippine women from Mars too? Or from Mercury?
Okay.
Chris, howdy. Howdy. Howdy, Cal. The problem isn't really taking a Filipina to the US. The problems arise if the guy brings his Filipina to the US and leaves her on an island because of the peace of life and work in America.
Did you understand? I mean, not sure if I get that.
The problems arise if the guy brings his Filipina to the US and leaves her.
Eric says the trolls must have lost their Wi-Fi in their parents' basement. Very quiet today. You know, maybe because it's Labor Day. I know.
Yeah, maybe.
Although no, I think most of the trolls seem to have those weird names, like they were from India or something.
Yeah.
And I'm not seeing that. Like since we started, I haven't seen any of those kind of. So maybe they banned us from India or something.
Maybe. Seth, Eric, I am a moderator on a music review and discussion channel, and we have certain troll that me and the other mods take of the on a regular basis. Yeah.
When we first started doing this mobile stream a few weeks ago, the first time it was terrible. You remember?
Yeah, that was the.
And then the next time was really bad, and maybe because of our moderators, maybe we just got rid of them all. They've probably deleted so many of them.
Yeah.
The people, so. Yeah, but it's interesting because we don't see them anymore.
That's good.
Not like we used to. I'm sure there's a few that these guys are taking care of, but not like it used to be.
Yes, guys, it is risky decision to move her to the States. I'm worried about also. But I'm 51 and not ready to retire in the Philippines yet. Not sure what the right decision is.
Well, take Giselle that's moving there to be with John, right? He's over here now. We just did an interview with them. He's in that situation.
Yeah.
And he's still working, but he does. It's more of a temporary situation, right? They're going to go back, and I want to do that with you. We've talked about it, I think not just for the experience, but because there are other reasons why it'd be beneficial for you to ultimately have a citizenship, same as me, right? So we would like to do that, do a resident visa, and spend a minimum time in America, which is actually for us it would only have to be 18 months out of 3 years that we're required before she can get citizenship. So invest 1.5 years in our life to be in America so you can become an American. That's worth it to me. But we can't do that right now because they still have requirements like COVID vaccine requirements and some people think that's okay, and I respect that. That's okay, but for us, we're just not gonna do it. So until they drop that mandate, we're not gonna be able to go live in America for a while.
Yeah, that would be hard, yeah.
Yeah.
BLA, greetings from Florida. You two are so cute together. What's the normal amount of time that you should wait to meet the family? What do you think?
Well, where are we on the questions? I'll find a minute. Where are we? Oh, I'm way lost. I think.
Are you lost?
I am lost. I like to read the question. I can understand it. But I
You're
can't
on
find
Billy,
it. Was that it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay, Billy Goat. There you go. You want to? Thank you. Cute. I don't know if I want to be called cute. Thank you. She's cute. What's the normal amount of time that you should wait to meet the family? Well, bear in mind when you get to that point where you're meeting the family, now the Filipina considers your relationship very serious.
Yes.
And so I guess the time would depend on when you consider that this is possibly a lifelong partner. If you don't feel that way, that this is the right person for your life, then it's probably not a great idea to go meet the family.
Yeah.
That can cause more problems. So I don't know if there's a time frame I can put on it, but just as long as, however long it takes before you both feel comfortable enough with each other that you can consider your relationship very serious.
Yeah.
I hope that answers the question.
Mm-hmm. Another question for Leia. I'm scared. Regarding Gary's truth about the influence Western women would have over time to Filipina, do you agree or clearly understand his and other men's point of view on this? Explain this to me.
Well, she's asking, do you agree that it can be a problem for a Filipina to go to America, that she might change? Do you agree with that?
I agree on that. I already told you that. Like when
Right,
you're
yes.
Filipina go work, like let's say in a restaurant, if you have a coworker that is a Western Karen, they would manipulate her and this and that. Like she'll act like one, you know. She might, yeah. But still, again, it depends on your Filipina. But it's too risky.
You understand the men's point of view on this?
Yeah,
though?
I do. I do see that point of men. Like we'll say, you know. Yeah, of course. You become the person you hang out with, so that's very risky. Very risky, yeah.
Yeah, read this one from our friend Eric.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Eric? Ken, watch out for guinea pig weird flags. If you aren't careful, you will be supporting guinea pigs all over the Philippines. No, you'll be broke. That guinea pig costs a lot of money, don't you think? The
He
food.
does?
Yeah.
I'm not aware. You take care of them. How much is it
But
costing me?
you giving me the money, that's
Oh,
why.
like guinea pigs are going.
The hay, the fillets and everything. Yeah, I order online. You didn't notice I'm asking you.
I don't pay any attention.
The delivery.
I never considered that guinea pigs were costing me money.
It does cost money.
And you want more?
Well, I sold you one
Can't
more.
why can't we just sell them and make a business out of it?
I feel bad. As you said, you make me feel bad about selling it to people that won't take care of it and then they will die.
She doesn't want to break the family up.
No. So I'll probably just for them to make another baby. Maybe it's a boy. If it's not a boy, then no more. Yeah.
Okay, next one. Okay, thanks. This is William O'Shaughnessy. Okay, thanks. I will look at your videos. Yeah, good. And your favorite is barbecue guinea pig. Well, Eric gave us some good barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
So they might taste better with that on it. Huh?
Yeah, maybe. No, kidding. No. The cute. How could you kill those baby? Cute. Cute guinea pigs. No way. Regarding bring a wife from PH to USA, it would be scary, like bringing your Filipina to the like us, you'll get more judgment from people. That's all. That's possible, right?
Yeah.
You'll get more
Well,
judgment
I
from
think you'll get some looks, that's for sure. Jealousy.
jealousy. Yeah.
All right.
Do Filipinas wear high heels? No, me, not me.
Some
Maybe
do.
some do.
The lady boys do.
Hi.
It's true.
Really?
You haven't seen them? Okay. Link. Gary, I'm a man, by the way. So I wasn't sure from the name. Because I saw the name Lynn, and it was Link. Okay. All right.
Gary loves durian, Lo. He
You saw
loves
that?
it. Yeah.
You saw that video, your last video, making me eat that grotesque fruit.
Yeah, that was funny video. Very
Yeah,
funny.
it was funny, but not fun to do.
Yeah, I know.
I laughed
For
at
me, it was fun video to do.
Yeah, no, I enjoy watching it back afterwards, but I didn't enjoy doing it.
I know, I can tell.
Yeah.
That's why I push you for 3 days. I've been trying to tell you to do it. You don't want to do it. Yeah. Anyway, if you're new here, guys, if you have any question, drop that in the comment section so we can answer it for you. And also, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Eric, okay, how about an interview with Ken and Barbie? What is the acceptable age gap for guinea pigs?
3 days.
Yeah, that's funny because they're animal. That's why, you said you had to separate because
By the way,
they could eat also the baby.
our daughters named the guinea pigs.
What's the name? You know?
No, our daughters named our guinea pigs.
Yeah. What's the name of our baby guinea pigs?
Oh, the baby ones?
Yeah. You know? We probably don't.
Peanut butter?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
I guessed. That's amazing.
That's true, yeah.
Peanut, what's it? Oh, peanut
The
and butter.
brown one is peanut and the white one is butter. Only because Gracie loves peanut butter, so.
Yeah, she does. Hi. Well, we're getting close to the end of questions here. We need to. We'll probably be going till 10 o'clock, so we've got about 20 minutes. So keep the comments, questions coming, and don't forget to press the like button.
Yeah.
And don't forget our topic of the day. I think we kind of gone off a little bit, but it's red flags to look out for. Is the topic. But as we said earlier, it's okay if we go into a few other things here and there. Okay, Peter Wilson.
As a disabled American who can walk with difficulty, would Filipino women still accept my 61 years old imping self? I'm ready to retire there.
Yeah, there's a difference if you've got a disability versus if you're just really, really old and can't move around. Of course, there's many Philippine women that accept you.
It's just a matter of finding the right one.
Yeah.
I've seen a foreigner that is blind, walking with a stick.
Yeah.
And I see the Filipina loves him. Like, you can see the genuine love that the Filipina give to him. So it's just a matter of finding the right Filipina, and just if you're, in that situation, don't just be too picky. At least, finding the one that would genuinely love you, not because of you picking the specific age. Like you want the younger. There's some guys like that, right?
Yeah.
Like they want the young Filipina, petite, and like.
You shouldn't be. I mean,
It should be not the age, yeah.
No, you shouldn't. And in your case, Peter, 65-year-olds. If you want a younger Filipina, you got to be prepared to fulfill their needs. Like if they want children, are you prepared to go through being a father and raising a family, or do they have kids already that they're going to have in a relationship? I think that's important. There's plenty of Filipinas that would love to meet you, I'm sure. But for you, pick the right one that's that you're not depriving them of anything. And again, you can't put an age on it, but you know what I mean. When you go too young, you're probably going to have, most Filipinos want to have families.
Yeah.
Something you have to, when you're 65, you have to seriously consider. And if you're asking a Filipina who's young to go with you and tell them, well, but we're not going to have kids, I think that's where I say it's selfish.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of wonderful women that are in the 30s, 40s.
Yeah.
Doesn't.
There's a lot, and yeah. I talked to some, and they said they feel invisible when it comes to foreigners. No one wanna date them because foreigners prefer younger one. Actually, it's supposed to be not just to look at the appearance or the woman's age. It should be the matter of finding the good Filipina. Because you could have dated a beautiful, young, sexy Filipina, but then your relationship not gonna go well. Because it's like, especially if the guy is old, like, let's say 65 or older, if there's a Filipino who would date you, that's more likely not very genuine. Like, it's just like a financially, especially if you cannot fulfill her needs, and as I mentioned earlier, so.
Yeah, and there you go. That's head nest is saying maybe go for an older woman, Peter Wilson.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. Peter says thank you all. Thank you for the question. Great questions.
Hi from New Zealand. This is very informative.
Well, thank you. Some great comments and questions that are helping this become informative. So, good subjects.
Is it true locals get jealous and will treat us bad? We both in our 20s. I hear locals treat a younger foreigner bad and get jealous of the relationship with a woman. That makes me anxious. Well, Filipina, yeah, that's the thing. When you're dating a younger guy that is good looking, you feel more threatened. Unlike when you're dating an older guy, you feel the security because they're more mature. And do you agree?
Well,
I make a video on that one.
In this for this question, he's talking about they're both in their 20s, and he's saying he hears locals treat a younger foreigner bad. Is that true?
No, not that true. That's not true.
Yeah, I don't know that. I don't see. I guess there's a few younger foreigners here, but I haven't really heard that.
Local guy would treat them bad? No.
Yeah, I
Never heard that.
I don't think so.
But when it comes to relationship, like how your Filipina towards you, if you're a younger foreigner, sometimes they can be very jealous because they have so much, like, especially in the Philippines. If you're living in the Philippines, and of course, if you're a younger foreigner, you get so much attention. Even older guys get a lot of attention from girls. How much more if you're young and good looking,
I was just thinking how funny it is that it's much more rare to see a young foreigner with a Filipino than it is to see an older foreigner.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That's almost like, that makes your head turn more. Wow, what's up with that?
Yeah, it's like weird now.
It's weird.
Yeah, to see that. Because it's a very common, that's funny, right?
It is funny,
but that's
isn't it?
true.
It is true.
Like, you'll see a young foreigner with Filipino, like,
yeah.
Like, it's almost like unbelievable.
It's true,
Yeah.
That's funny.
Funny truth.
Okay, Gary, I know a couple who went to live in America for a while. She told her husband, a brown man, her co-workers asked her why she is married to him. She could do much better than him.
Yeah, exactly. She was...
They do talk like that.
Yeah, they talk like that.
They really do. And I think one of the problems, especially when if you go back there and you're Filipinos working, you're amongst other working American women, right? They're not so much your traditional type women that want to be a wife, stay at home, raise a kid, you know. And so, of course, they're going to talk like that. Oh, why do I have this here? Okay. Oh, so you can see it too. Is it easier to read here?
I absolutely understand what Len said.
Hello, Master Isaac, 21. How are you?
How are you?
Welcome.
I was reading that if you bring your Filipina back to the US, the divorce rate is 22% within the first 2 years and 56 within the 5 years.
I have no idea about those stats, so I can't really comment on that. I don't know.
Me too,
I know regardless of whether it's a Filipino or not, the divorce rate is very high in America. Extremely high, and they make it so easy to get divorced as well, which in a way I think that's a good thing. If two people don't want to be together, of course from the Christian perspective, you should, if you're both Christians, you should find a way to make it work. But again, I'm talking to the majority. A lot of people who are not spiritual, religious, they get married and they find after a couple of years they're not getting on. You shouldn't feel like, well, you're married, you've got to stay married for the rest of your life. So one thing I don't like in the Philippines. Okay.
Was shocked a stranger would ask or say such horrible thing only then his wife took a serious look at, and he was saying regarding how the obtuse women here are
Abuse,
abused.
I guess.
Okay.
I think,
How the abused women here are.
Okay, thank you. Not sure how to answer it, but
My point was it's very lonely for the Filipino when the guy goes to work all day and the time difference makes it hard to stay in touch with their family. My Filipino wife spent 7 years with me. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
Homesicking.
no. I guess I can see his point there. Oh, if I took you to America and I went off to work all day, although you got the kids,
And I'll stay at home.
but if you didn't have kids, if you buy your, no, that.
Yeah, that's right. That's a good point. Yeah, I would be very lonely. That's a good thing having kids. Like anywhere, I'm not gonna get bored because I got kids.
It's true. So, STV says, long story short, it's probably a bad idea to bring your Filipina back to the States because there is more competition.
Is that right?
Well, if you're not totally secure in your relationship.
Yeah, you'd feel threatened. The same how we feel when you guys are here.
You don't feel that way.
No, I don't feel that
And I
way.
wouldn't feel that way either. I would have no concern whatsoever about that. Okay.
Still, 2000, it should not be about any competition whatsoever.
Completion. Or competition.
Oh, no, sorry.
Yeah, but maybe they mean competition.
Because completion doesn't make any sense, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it shouldn't. Yeah, go back competition. I agree. It shouldn't be. Okay, we've got three questions left here, so keep the comments, questions coming, and we'll keep going for a little bit longer. And again, I want to remind you for those that have come on to the stream recently, please press the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Thank you.
But subscribe to the channel if you're going to watch her videos. Don't subscribe to the channel just to subscribe.
Yeah.
We want you to, get involved with the channel and follow us and watch the videos.
Hi, I can't believe you two are live.
Really? We're live a lot.
I really enjoy watching the both of you. You're very talented and I appreciate watching all your videos. You have a very pretty wife. Don't lose her okay. God bless you. Thank you. That's very kind of you, I guess.
Yeah, I I'm not going to lose my wife.
No.
And she is very pretty. But she has a good heart, and that's more important. And she loves the Lord, which is even more important.
I meant that I hear they're jealous towards a younger expat with Filipina and local people treat them bad. No, that's not true. I'm planning to move to the Philippines, so that's my worry because it's not common to see younger couple. No, really, they will get a look, but they won't hurt you or treat you bad.
No, I don't think.
Filipino are very respectful.
No, I don't think you should be concerned about that. Discerning dash. Don't be concerned. It won't be an issue. You won't experience that.
Yeah. No.
I'm fairly confident.
Filipino are quite welcoming, right? Filipino people.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Ben King.
Sometimes you could meet a great and compatible Filipina, but her family may have some issues or red flags. Yeah, sometimes because that's the problem with about Philippines, because they're so close with their family. The more closer, the more drama. Do you agree?
Yeah.
So it's not really true. Filipina is so family oriented. They're very close. It's not always true. Do you agree?
I agree.
I guess Filipina is just vulnerable. What I would say, they always want to please their family, but Filipina that works abroad and sacrifice themselves to support the family, but once they stop, sometimes the family would what do you call that, not appreciate what she's done from the past. That's very common, right? Very toxic.
I guess so.
But still, there's a lot of good family that would stick together, despite of what they've been through.
Is your ring uncomfortable?
Yeah.
So I can't keep like.
That's me.
I know, but I just realised I was distracted by
Read
it.
it.
Where are we?
Sometimes you could meet a great okay.
Sometimes you can meet a great. Did we just read that one? You can meet a great. Yeah, we did that one.
Oh yeah.
We've just been talking about it. Okay.
I really appreciate Leia's honesty about her family dynamics with respect to her parents and siblings with respect to who has the responsibility to support them.
She's like me. We're always honest.
Yeah.
Sometimes too blunt.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah.
anyway, thank you for that.
I'm sure some Filipina would not like me for that. Because some Filipina who would think, oh, they're your family, you should.
You love your family. It's not against it.
I care for them. I love my parents. Like, they're, they raised me well. But yeah, just honestly,
It's the truth. That's
the truth.
That's it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Do you follow the Los Angeles Lakers? Well, how you can answer that? Do I?
Oh, I'm so happy that there's no game.
I am I'm obsessive fan. I have since 1990. I've been following them, so 34 years, and
34 years.
And
That's such a long time.
I have the season thing pass. I watch on NBA TV, so I watch every game live. Well, I try to. It's not always possible to watch every game live because we're so busy, but I try. But yes,
I'm so happy that there's no game. Long time now.
You know what? We're in September now, so pre-season starts next month, and then season starts in November. Or end of October, November. We're doing it again, yeah. And then you're going to have about 6 months of games.
I'm not happy.
Hopefully, all the way to June.
That's destructing our life.
No, it does not.
Kidding.
Yeah, I know.
I'm happy. I support you. I always support you.
Yeah, it's one of my few pleasures in life, you know.
Yeah.
Not few, I have lots of pleasures, but it's one of my one of my selfish personal pleasures.
That's your hobbies.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. So yes,
You're
I
very
watch every game.
passionate about that.
Bernardino.
American who aren't the biggest danger to bad influence is it's the Americanized Filipinos still exhibit a crab mentality and try to wedge themselves into relationship to cause problem. Yeah, crab mentality, that's true.
You're clicking your fingers.
I'm not, I just said like that.
Was that what you did? Okay.
That's how a crab mentality, yeah.
Oh, what mentality? Crab.
Crab mentality.
Okay.
Yeah, very common, yeah.
Online advertising.
While I know follow the Christian faith, I myself am a Native American church member, formerly known as a POT church.
I never heard of it.
POT church, I never heard of that.
Yeah, I don't even know. A Native American church member. I'm not. Okay. I don't know anything about it, but
Yeah. Would I be likely to still be able to find a Filipina that would consider marrying me, despite the fact that my religion is considered strange to most mainstream people?
well, first, I don't really know what a Native American church believes.
Yeah, me too. I don't know.
But you know, I think what is important, no matter what you believe, is to be kind of, as the Bible say, equally yoked. Is to basically be on the same page with your belief system. I think that it's difficult for a relationship to work if you are with complete different faiths. Not saying that it can't work. It just
When you're not in the same
careful you're
page, it
hitting
would be hard. Yeah.
yeah. So there you go. So yeah, I think again, I don't know what the belief is, but if you've got some radical, strange beliefs, then I think that could be not just in the Philippines, anywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and if you really have strong beliefs in whatever what it is that you're following, you should, you know,
Respect.
try and find someone that's got similar beliefs.
Yeah.
You know.
I agree. Do you like those butchers?
Yes, I don't follow them much anymore, but that was not like the Lakers. I'm obsessive over them, but both. I have two boys in America, and they were both into baseball. In fact, I was, I actually coached Little League for 3 years, baseball, and went to many Dodger games, and that would have been the team. Yeah, that was the team I followed for baseball. But again, it's hard to, they play every day almost in season, and I don't have time to. And the games last longer. I don't have time to watch Dodger games. I do pay attention to the scores, though. Okay. Discerning dash.
Gary and Leia, would you like to see a budget video from you too? If possible, I see channels saying prices have gone up and the 3K for two people is surviving and not enough to eat out or do locals traveling.
Well, I wouldn't agree with that amount, but
that's
but we will do another. Another budget video, yeah, because it's been about a year since we last did a budget video.
Yeah.
In fact, didn't we? I think now, didn't we do a budget video shortly after we moved here? And we've been here over a year now.
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been a year, and things have changed in a year. So we will do that and update it. And our budget videos, I think, are really realistic. And ours is based on a family of 4. Of course, we've got two daughters. So we'll do that.
Yeah. Definitely soon, yeah. Gary, in your strongest opinion, do you believe people in general should mind their own affairs and stay out of the interacting two agreeable people to be together?
If I can understand that question, let me see. In the strongest opinion, in general, should mind their own affairs and stay out of instructing. Um, I don't think a third party should be instructing two other people. You could advise, I guess, but yeah, I'm not sure how to answer that link.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll agree with you that in general, people should stay out of other people's relationships. You know, yeah. What's that say? Roy at the Star.
To be honest, if I found an honest Christian Filipino woman, I wouldn't know what to do with myself.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
Isn't that a good thing?
To be honest, if I found, he doesn't found yet.
Yeah. That'd be great to find an honest Christian Filipino woman.
Yeah. Do like that.
Okay, so let me move it there. What happened with your phone?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Funny. Okay, it is 10 o'clock. We'll do a few more.
Yeah.
Unless, I mean, we can stay for a little bit longer, huh?
Yeah.
Gracie seems to be quiet.
Yeah, that's good.
So we have a helper here, so. All right, so let me, while you're looking to catch up here, we have Michael again. Hello, Michael, still with us. I have just been following along with the live stream and taking it all in. It's been very therapeutic and somewhat relaxing. Maybe it's another reason why I felt strong, godly pull to the Philippines. Yeah, well, good. I'm glad that you're enjoying it, and I'm hoping to see you in our Bible group soon, Michael.
Yeah.
Oh, is it tomorrow?
Tomorrow, Wednesday.
Tomorrow we have a group, 9 o'clock.
Wednesday, tomorrow.
Yeah. But if you've got other things going on, and don't feel pressure. But we'd love to see you there sometime.
Seriously, what's considered trespassing when outsiders meddle?
Meddle. Well, outsiders shouldn't be meddling, really. Yeah, I'm not. You're right. I mean, relationships is between the couple. Bernardino says, last question. Okay, do you like the Los Angeles Kings? Well, Bernardino, I was actually more of a Ducks fan, Anaheim Ducks, because Anaheim was my actual hometown for 20 years, and so I went to see a few games at the Pond in Anaheim, but I was not a Los Angeles Kings fan, no.
Los Angeles fan. Okay. Chris, leave a question Filipina. Thank you, Chris. Okay. See you soon, my two friends. I'm going to eat my dinner. Take care. Okay. Yeah, have a good evening. Bernardino.
Is that what it is? Chris says, at 10 o'clock the trolls come out. You know, actually that might be, there might be something to that, because if you remember the first couple of mobile live streams we did actually much later in the day.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, we started at 8:30 this morning, and the trolls, I don't even know what country they're coming from. Is it India?
Probably.
Or somewhere, and I'm not sure what time it is over there. So.
Yeah, I think, India. What time is India?
Eric says, finally he's got something to do.
Yeah.
All right. Michael, I have always believed everything happens for a reason.
7 a.m. there. 7:30 a.m. in India.
I was reading the question.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you can read it now. That's your...
Where is it?
Michael.
I always believe everything happened for a reason, so maybe the story of my life in the Philippines is just getting started. I pray and hope things will get better. Sorry for the sad input. Yeah, I believe everything's happened for a reason.
Yeah. Michael, I again, always, and again, we haven't talked in a while, but at some point, if things are not getting better, you have to maybe figure out if this is really the right one.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and that's always a tough. There's plenty of Philippine girls out here that would love to be in a serious relationship, and you know, you're not always going to get it right on the first try.
Yeah.
And it might well be, but you know, if you're having those feelings and you're having
you're not
anxiety and
sure.
stress, and you're not feeling like, and you actually have to be praying and hoping things will get better, that means things are not good. And there has to be a point where you've got to question.
Your relationship should getting better and
Yeah,
not
it
going
should.
down.
Yeah. So I think, Michael, that's a good point, honey, and well said, because I think that's how you've got to measure it. Are things improving and getting
Yes.
better? You know, or are they just like straight, flatlining and not really improving, same old issues? So yeah, if you're not growing close together and you don't see improvement, that's what I'm talking about when you have to question if this is the right person for you.
Yeah. It's not a perfect dating site, but I met my lady in Christian Filipina. That's good to hear.
I don't know if there is a perfect dating site, you know, and we do have Christian Filipinas an affiliate. So if you are considering using them, go ahead and click on the link we have. Do we
The
have
description
it? Is
there.
it in this one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because of course, if you're going to do it anyway, do it through our link, because it, of course, will help us too. So we'd appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. The first link in the description. Ben King, we're looking to move to the Magadi, possibly when I move from the US in 2 months, hoping find a good church too.
Well, there's plenty of good churches. Oh, my butt's getting numb. How you doing?
It's,
All right, you got your phone now. You're still reading off here.
I prefer yours.
No, it's okay. Well, if that's
I'm not
easier.
kidding.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, definitely. Well, when you're here, Ben, definitely send us an email or something, and we'll make sure give you some options on churches you can attend. But there's great churches, and even more importantly, great fellowship,
Yes, true.
and we can help you with that.
Yeah.
Master Isaac,
Did you guys sleep well? We did pretty good.
not bad last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just woke up early. Always. Not used to waking up at 6. Ben King, I'm trying to remember your church. Is it Word International?
Well, Ben, excuse me. Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Hold. I have to. Okay, I'll answer that one in a minute.
You got microphone. You got microphone, don't forget.
Yeah.
Okay, where's that? Last comment. Yeah, our church, they're planning to change the name. But you can send Gary an email and he will send you the location through Google Maps. Len, the trolls from India are deeply jealous of the relationship, Gary. You should know this by now.
Sorry about that. Okay.
Yeah,
What is
it's
it?
It's 7:30 a.m. there, so
Oh,
they're
okay.
waking up.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, so
Did you? Which one did you just talk about?
that one.
I go back to Ben. It was just announced last week that the church is separating from Word International Ministries. Nothing big. It was maybe a few doctrine issues. I know a few, something minor, but it was decided that Andrew's Church is going to basically go on its own. So they're in the middle of coming up with a new name.
Yep.
So
I mentioned that.
Oh, did you?
already.
Oh, well, thank you for. I didn't know you did. So good job. We'll keep you informed.
Yeah. All right. So the trolls from India are deeply jealous of your relationship, Gary. You should know this by now.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
Love you guys and glad you are doing well and glad to see you live and doing good. Thank you, Ayotarda. That's the last comment
Which one? Okay.
from Isaac. Good night. Have a blessed night day, everyone, and stay safe.
Okay, well, if you have any other questions, now's a good time. Um, any last thoughts on this topic today?
Yeah, it was good. Good discussion.
Did we cover most things? I'm sure we missed out a lot of. Yeah. But we've had some great comments and questions, and we appreciate everybody's participation in our life today.
Yeah.
And with that, I guess we'll be ending the live because we have run out of questions.
Question.
And well, we've been doing for an hour and 40 minutes, I think. See, I knew it. If I started babbling on, we'd get a question.
Leah, can you speak on the Iglesia ni Cristo versus Catholic and why they are very different? Okay, so I'm not that well educated on Iglesia ni Cristo, but they don't really focus on the Bible. That's the difference.
Yeah.
And what else?
Vice versa, Catholic, and you know.
Catholic, you can discuss that, but Iglesia ni Cristo, I don't think you are more.
I'm not, no.
I am a little bit educated because I used to be Iglesia ni Cristo. I have been baptized on that religion. But they are, very different. You know, they are also very strict when it comes to their churches. Like, you're not allowed to date a guy outside the Iglesia ni Cristo that is not a member of that religion. And they don't focus on the Bible also, like, you know.
Yeah, we don't follow either faith. I mean, we are Christians, and there is I know a lot of people, you know, Catholic, Christian, same thing. Well, it's actually really not. But anyway, that's a whole long subject.
The Catholic is, you know, it's more on, for me, it's more on tradition. Like, it's not really like religious thing, or it's more like a tradition. You know, they do all the things that they just follow because that's the older people probably do. Like, you know, they have lots of ritual, like, you know, doing this.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
A lot. Yeah, you will put, you know, like wiping towel from the statue. Like, you know, that's like a tradition for me. Some of the things, but I respect it. That's what they believe.
And many Catholics are definitely followers of Jesus and put their trust and faith in that. So that's important. But some of their doctrines I have issue with. But that's for another time.
Yeah, and also one of the things that they don't do is they don't really read the Bible or practice. You know, they don't practice the religion. Really, they just go to the church every day, and probably pray, but the preach don't really say that, oh, you have to read the Bible in this and study more to learn more about Jesus. They don't really do that, you know.
Andrew B says, how hard is the Filipino language
to learn?
Very
difficult.
I've been here for more than 10 years, and I can speak about 3 words.
What?
Huh?
Don't say 3. Probably 1. What's the 3 word?
Don't put me on the spot now.
What's the 3 word? Come
Masarap manok.
What's that mean?
It's chicken, delicious.
Oh, that's good. What else?
There you go. Salamat.
What's that?
Thank you. That's 3.
Okay.
3 words.
2, no. 2. What else?
No, I did 3.
There's another one.
Yeah, but my mind's magandang hapon.
What's that?
Good afternoon.
Oh, so good.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Actually, I'm better than I thought. So there you go.
There's 4. Mahal kita. I thought you're gonna use that.
I don't know if it's hard or not. I've never really attempted to learn it. My Chinese is way better than my Philippine, obviously.
Gary, did you blend into Leia's spiritual belief, or she yours? Back home, the women is to follow the man faith, but there is a difference.
I'm going to answer that the most accurate way possible. She blended into I encouraged her to learn and study more, and based on her learning and studying, reading the Bible, she blended herself into more the way I'm thinking.
Christianity.
Christian, yeah. I'm trying to word that because I've never tried to drag you into the Christian faith
No.
or force you in or tell you need to believe this. I've always made let that be your decision. It's like, we can read the Bible, we can look at facts and evidence and stuff like that and make your own decision. And so you've made a decision for Christ by yourself, not because of me. Although I do encourage you, and of course, I do try to be the spiritual leader of the home.
Yeah. But yeah, I did. I don't think you can ever convince someone without them having the desire to find really the truth.
Exactly.
I don't think you can just I'm not a child that you can tell me, oh, you have to believe this and that because this is the truth. I'm already old enough. I have lots of questions. So it takes a lot of desire and wanting really to find the truth. And I did it on my own. And once I did, I did ask you a lot of questions. That's when, and then after that, that's when I, decided to read the Bible with you. So.
Okay.
I'm not too worried about Filipinas red flags, as I've decided to move to Bulgaria instead of PI. It's much nicer.
Well,
there.
For you, it might be. We all, again, it's all subjective, isn't it? Where we choose to live what we think is the best. I'm all different. Chauncey Adams. Good morning, Leah.
I have a topic for you. I have been hearing most foreigners don't verbally ask their Filipina to be their girlfriend. Is that common? Have you heard the name thing from your friends? Don't have a topic for you. I've been hearing most foreigners don't verbally ask their Filipina to be their girl. Yes, I don't know why.
I don't know what.
We don't do that. You didn't ask me, can you be my girlfriend now? We just get to know each other, and then I think you asked me, are you am I fine to you like that? Do you like me? I think you just asked me that, so I said yes, and then we just kind of learn more about each other. And
I don't think we're like, as you said, children or teenagers. Would you be my girlfriend? I don't think it's like that, but I think you do have a discussion where you kind of establish, okay, are we on the same page here?
Yeah.
Are we considering this a serious relationship? Are we going to be, So I think you do discuss that. Okay, we agree we're in a relationship.
Yeah, we're into each other. Of course, Gary, we did have that discussion, like if we're into each other.
Well, you need to have that discussion, otherwise you don't really know where you stand, do you?
Yes,
and it's like, should you be dating other people, or are you going to stay true to this one? I mean, so you need to establish if you're both on the same page, for sure.
Yeah. But there's no courtship. There's no such thing at like courtship in foreigners. I don't know why. Yeah.
Some of these questions I feel like were on my channel. We're going a lot of Christian stuff.
It's fine.
No, it's fine, but I'm just saying it's interesting how it's gone from red flags to a lot of this.
As a Christian, when I do come over there, hopefully things will work out good. I'll find a good wife. Yeah, pray for that.
There's plenty of potential good wives out here, so I don't think you'll have a problem.
Yet. Gary, I asked this because back home we are tough to never worship idols. We are tough.
We're taught to never worship idols like statues and idols like, it's first commandment, isn't it? Thou shalt not worship idols. I mean, of course you should not do that.
Yeah, true. As a non-Christian, do Filipina have strong faith?
Faith. I think generally, I think we go back to a tradition. I think they grow up just believing they have a strong faith, even though they don't really know why they believe what they believe.
They don't practice, We don't practice. Growing up, we don't practice. We just, trying to do good things that we assume that we could go to heaven, like that. That we could just pray and this and that. We don't really practice, I remember when I was 9 years old, I asked my mom how to get to heaven. Believe it or not, I was 9 years old, and she just told me,
Be a good person, probably.
Yeah, be a good person because God has a book, and then every time you sin, God will write down, and when your book is full, you'll go to hell. That's what she said. So, growing up, I tend to do, you know, do good things because I don't want my book to be full because I don't want to go to hell. So that's what I do. I didn't know that, all you can do is to just um, believe in God that He died for our sin and to repent and
Biggest mistake
yeah.
people make is that aren't really don't read the Bible. They're not strong in their faith, but they believe in God.
Yeah.
The biggest mistake they make is they think they can save themselves. They think that, well, if I'm good more than I am bad, then God will have mercy on me. He would never send me to hell or whatever. And that's just a massive mistake because you
I
need
think
to.
a lot of people have that mindset. Yeah,
Well,
I used
they
to
do
because
because
I
it's a
used
nice
to.
thought. It's nice to believe that, isn't it? It's
Yes,
nice.
it's like a comfort.
Yeah.
It's like a comfort, and I understand people who think that way because I have been. I have been thinking that way, like I'll do good things and this and that. But again, having that thought, there's no really you're not 100% if you're saved. Like you still have that emptiness. Like you don't feel the assurance that you would go to heaven. So I guess you would kind of feel, deep inside in your heart, you feel you don't feel sure. You don't feel the assurance. So that's for me, that's like yeah, relief that I find the truth.
Well, you have the assurance now.
Yeah, assurance. That's what I said, that I feel relief. That's what I am
and that's the point.
lacking of.
And so many people have said they create a God in their mind that they, that's like on their values, and you gotta remember that God's standard is perfection, and
Yeah.
if you can't achieve that by yourself, then you need some help.
Yeah, I love that. When I think that was you answer me that. Yeah, like when you said, like, if you can save yourself, like you'll do good things so you can go to heaven. Why God died on the cross if you could save yourself? Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Well,
That makes sense. Really makes sense.
of course. Why would the suffering Jesus went through? What would be the purpose if there was another way that it could be done?
Yeah, exactly.
So
So.
anyway, let's go to the next one.
Good morning, Leia. I have a topic for you. I have been hearing most foreigners don't. Oh no, that's done. We have that.
Did we do that?
Yeah,
one?
we have.
Oh,
to do
sorry,
that.
I jumped again. Okay. All right, now I lost where.
That one, Len. I am a bit lost on whom I consider Jesus or his replacement, Mother Mary or Santos Niño, the child God. I'm completely lost. Meaning, do we in the West have it all wrong? Lost on whom consider Jesus or his replacement. Jesus.
Not all of you. Some people have it wrong.
Yeah, like Mother Mary. Why would you? Yeah, in Catholic,
They elevate Mother Mary to a deity status, almost.
They praise Mary.
Yeah.
Right. That's one thing. Yeah, I respect that's what they believe, but I just something that I disagree with. Why would you praise Mary that, she didn't die on the cross?
No, she's a very special person.
Yeah,
she
she is. Yes, of course.
But she needs saving like anybody else.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
And that's very clear.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Completely lost meaning. Yeah, a lot of people, Wi-Fi. So much a question. I used to question too. That so much because you can't believe just something.
Link, always feel free to send me an email if you. I can. Again, I don't want to go in depth on. Our live stream is about red flags. Look out for them. We don't want to veer off too deep into Christian theology. So, if you got any questions, I'll be happy to answer in detail if you send me an email.
Yeah.
So Frank says, well, actually, let's jump in. We got a super chat.
Yeah, that's nice, Peter Wilson.
Peter Wilson. Thank you, Peter Wilson. And go ahead and read it, honey.
Thank you for your candid sincerity. I hope to visit Dumaguete or Cebu to see if I can retire there on 3K a month with my walking disability, be well, blessing.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
fairly confident you'll find 3K a
3K.
month is
That's more than we
more
spend.
than, yeah.
We have family.
Yeah, I can tell you, it's way more than what our budget would be, and we got 2 kids in private school. We have a car with a car payment.
Yeah, a
We have a
home.
4-bedroom house. We run air conditioning all
Yeah.
day, so we go out. Well, not as much these days,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we live a pretty comfortable life, I
Yeah.
guess, and
You're so right for that.
we're way below that.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks again for your support. We
Yeah,
appreciate
thank
that
you. Yeah, very much.
so much. Yeah. Frank, I love that you two are speaking of your faith. It's very encouraging.
Oh, thank you. I
Yeah,
think
that's good that you have that encourage. Just continue. You know.
if I had my way, we'd do live streams on this every day because it's my favorite subject to talk about. But
Yeah.
you know, not for everyone, no. But I do love talking about faith,
Yep.
and if it's an encouragement to anybody watching, then that's a blessing.
Yep.
Crusty old guy. I know crusty old guy.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Yeah, for by grace we saved
So
through our faith,
and not
and not
of
ourselves.
ourselves.
It is the gift of God, not of works, least any man should boast. Yeah, well said.
Yeah.
Crusty old guy, and that's one thing. I have a problem with the Catholic religion a little bit. They're a little more works based, and you know, getting to the point of salvation requires faith and surrendering to Christ, and then once you've got the Holy Spirit dwelling within you, which you will get, then I think you'll naturally want to do things to spread that good news. And anyway, let's move on. Which is
Andrew.
yeah.
Andrew B. I grew up Christian and I ended up researching most other religious. I was asking before because I would want religious to be a point of concentration in my relationship.
No, and that's why we strongly recommend that you get into a relationship with someone who is, you know, thinking a little bit like you. It's very, very important, because it will be a contentious issue. You know, if you're a Christian and you go with somebody of a completely different faith, how can you not have conflict with that?
I know. Like, it's like, I'll give you an example, like in a, what do you call this? Politician, like the other one vote for another candidate and the other one is voting for other candidate. I don't know, that would be right, difficult, right?
It would, yeah, no, it would, especially these days.
Yeah.
I agree with you. It shouldn't be that way, but
I know, but
and then when it comes to political things, it shouldn't.
Is it been like that a long time ago? Like,
I don't think it was. You know, there used to be a time where you could have differences of opinions on stuff, but you still you put that aside and you still love each other. Or you still are friends. But it seems like these days the division, especially in America, is.
And you know what's the problem? I think the social media. People are posting all kinds of...
Social media is definitely
ruining
an issue.
It's getting... Yeah.
Link says, how do I reach out to you, Gary? Not sure how to get in touch. These questions of mine are from a place of concern and deep respect towards the God we've got learning about things. You know, is my email on your channel?
Your email?
Yeah, on the link. I don't think it is. Okay.
I don't think. And I think in my videos.
Yeah, just to make it easy to link, just check out my channel is American Christian in the Philippines.
Yes.
Any video, I have my email on every video in the description. So just look up my channel. In fact, there's a link to my channel in your description, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you can get to my channel, just click down where it says more. And
I don't think so.
Isn't it on there?
I don't think so. I think it's just a Christian. But any of my videos have not live streaming.
Oh, you didn't put it on there? Okay.
No, I just put the link of the...
All right, then just go to my channel, American Christian in the Philippines, and my contact information is there. And I'm not always quick to respond, I apologize.
Yeah.
But...
How do I reach out to you, Gary?
Yeah, we just did that one.
Okay. Honestly, for me,
two more, then we're going to. It's 10:30. That was our max
okay,
today,
yeah,
so we're
yeah.
going to do these last couple of questions, and then we're going to be ending. So, just when we get our highest count of people,
I know, right?
isn't that typical?
Honestly, for me, it's refreshing how religious people are in the Philippines. Makes it to where you are not feeling like you're forcing anything on your partner and how you raise your family in line.
It is refreshing that people do have a value in God.
Yeah, yeah. Most people believe in God
Yeah,
here.
even
It's
though
just need a little bit more, like,
some leadership.
encouragement. Yeah, leadership, I would
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
and a little bit more encouragement and to tell them more or encourage them to know more by reading the Bible or do some fellowship with other Filipinas and all that. Yeah, I think that's very important. So,
And like, for an example, whom I marry from over there, I'd like us to both rebaptize. We did that.
yeah.
Is this even possible? Well, yeah, we got baptized together. We did a video on it.
Yeah.
Lots of questions regarding marriage. Yeah, sure. Happy to answer.
My Filipina GF is always asking for money. What should I do?
Say
Run.
no.
Say no. No, I'm broke. Sorry,
Yeah.
I have no money.
Well,
Unless you do.
unless you like giving. I mean, it's,
Yeah.
it depends why she's asking.
I
I
mean,
don't
you don't
know.
need to ask. That's common sense. Come on.
But based on the way you phrase the question, it sounds like it bothers you.
You've
What should I
been,
do? I
yeah,
mean, don't give it then. If it's like,
bothering
you
you.
know.
Should
Yeah.
I do? That's funny.
Such a beautiful young lady. I think that's you, honey. And last one then, I think. Can you read that?
Which one?
Oh,
Nogaria critics the world versus
Nostalgia
computer.
critics.
Nostalgia critics the world versus the computer. I don't quite understand that. I'm sorry.
No, I don't. So, can we finish on a better one? Somebody give us a good question to finish off.
Good question.
Good question to finish on.
Challenging. Challenge Gary.
Challenge you.
Challenge Gary.
This is Philippine family life with Leia, so it's got to be you. So, all right. I don't want to finish. I want to finish on a good question. Come on, somebody give us a good one. Last one. All right. I think,
Look, they give us a lot.
huh? There we go. No.
Gary, did you do Harana?
What's
You know
Harana?
what's
I
Harana?
have no idea.
It's one of the courtship in the Philippines.
Is
Like
it?
you go to the Filipinas house family and you will sing for her.
No, didn't.
Of course not.
Frank says much blessings, thank you. And the wall. Okay. Don't understand that still. Oh, yeah.
For Leia, favorite Filipino.
Okay, this is the last question right now. What's your favorite Filipino food?
Pansit bihon. Yeah, pansit bihon.
Very good. And waterfall? Don't know. What's our favorite? We haven't been to too many waterfalls. Casserole Falls is the only one we've been to. And how do you say it? Pulantonga?
Pulang bato. Pulang bato.
Yeah. Okay, with that,
Do you put up with the tampo?
we are done today with the live stream. We thank you so much for
79 views.
Yeah, I know. It's just really
87. No
yeah.
way.
So the next time you got to do the stream later, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe we started too early, but that's okay. We have a lot to do
But
anyway.
still, when you both save when you meant. No? Do you put up with tampo?
When you met, were you both saved? Yes, I was. I don't think you were, but you are now. Okay, we've got 90 on now. That's really annoying. I mean, it's good.
Bye.
It's yeah. Go ahead. Well, thank you guys for watching. Sorry, it's always hard to end when you got more people on, but
It's okay. We'll see you next time.
we'll catch you next time. Okay.
Yeah,
so
I'll
thank you.
probably do more live often this
Yeah,
week.
well, now we got a
because-
helper.
Yeah, we get helper. I'll probably after I drop the kids to school.
Okay.
So, anyway, that's it for today's video.
Thank you guys.
Video.
God bless everybody. Go ahead and.
Bye.
All right.
God bless everyone. Thank you, moderators.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, and for those people engaging. Bye.
Yeah.